Welcome back to the Opinion Spot, guys. We are on segment 270 plus, almost near 300. Um, talked about what Sony wants to do with Zoro. That was for the first segment. This time around, it's all about that famous clown, or I should say that famous female who rolls around with that clown, Harley Quinn, Miss Harley Quinn Zell. Now, is it for me to, am I going to be bashing on Harley? Hell no. I love me some Harley. She's one of my favorite DC females, let alone villains s characters, if you want to call it that. But this is more about a sense of Harley being in a show that we got a glimpse of on a preview, if you saw the trailer and things like that, and it's coming soon. All right, I've been scratching my head about this for a long time when I heard about this as well, and the topic of this is Harley needed in Arrow? That's pretty much it. I love me some Harley, and I would never really bash the character, but seeing that they're on Arrow, which has been great, you cannot deny that. It has been great this season. It's keeping us locked and glued to the tube, right? Correct? Yeah. But when we add the Suicide Squad into the mixture, now, when you looked into, when they were showing the members in like their own cells, they showed a female, blonde, pigtails, never saw her face, and then the speculation is gone, that's Harley. And I wanted to say maybe that's Plastique in just, but then it kind of like, okay, Plastique never had her hair in pigtails. But is the question really is, guys, is Harley needed in Arrow? And personally with me, no, I don't think so. She's a popular character, yes, but I was never comfortable with having Batman villains, rogues in the Arrow show. Now, some people can argue, well, Chris, Green Arrow doesn't have a big standard variety of villains in his rogues gallery. I mean, who do we have? We have China White. They brought her in. They just recently brought in the Clock King. I mean, they've done Merlin already. Could they do it again? Yeah. I would love to see them bring in Onomatopoeia and Brick, and I really would love to see them do Constantine Darkham over again, because I didn't like how they portrayed him in the show. But we've seen them bring in the Royal Flush Gang, the Firefly, where we got the League of Assassins. We know Ra's al Ghul is in this world. We saw one of his daughters. We didn't see Talia, but we saw one of his daughters. And rumors that the Lazarus Pit is going to be in this as well. That's just a rumor. And then there's also the rumor of Nightwing coming. Now that's a rumor too. That's from what I heard. Word on the street, that's a rumor. But if it's really true that Harley is going to be a part of the Suicide Squad, I don't like it, because to me, now you're shoveling in the New 52, which to me is not cool with me, because yeah, Harley in the New 52 standard, she was an original member of the Suicide Squad. Not in my book. That's not how I look at it. No. I don't look at it like that. I know she's, like, once again, I know she's a popular character, and I know we would probably want to see her done very better than what she was portrayed in that god-awful Birds of Prey series way back when. And who knows when we'll ever see her on the big screen in terms of a movie. But and I can look at it. I look at it from that standpoint. It's like, okay, Arrow wants to start bringing in characters that showcase into, okay, these people exist in this world, and that's in a sense, guys, that's good and dandy. But but to me, Harley's not needed, because then it becomes the point of, I look at it from another standpoint of, why is she not, why is she in Argus and not in Arkham Asylum or somebody like that? She's not there. If that woman that we saw, that we see, if that's really her, why is she not in Arkham, but she's with Amanda Waller? And that's why, once again, the whole 52 stuff, I'm not really feeling on that, because like, you're shoveling in that now. No, I don't like that. And you know, a lot of people say, well, they kind of have been doing it now in terms of Arrow's origin, and I'm like, yeah, I look at it also from that standpoint too, and I will agree. But once again, I look at it from a point of like, it's not, you don't need to shovel in Batman villains to get the show over, because it's not really needed. Once again, I think a lot of people just don't realize how good Green Arrow's Rogues Gallery can be if you give them a chance. Now, the most thing is that, yeah, most of his Rogues Gallery are mostly like street level crime boss characters like China White and Brick, but he is superhuman. And of course, Merlin and Constantine Darkham. I mean, I would look, like I said, I would love to see them do him over, because this is a guy who nearly killed Arrow. He crucified him, and the way they portrayed him in the show was just like, he was just a thug, and Ollie was able to take him down just like that. And I didn't like that. I was like, no, that's not right. But I'm not bashing the show. I'm not trying to bash the show, but I know people are looking at it from their standpoint, like, he needs good antagonists. And yeah, let's go to the Batman villains, because there are so many good antagonists that can be used, but still, Harley's not needed. She's not needed. That's just my opinion on the subject. Because then it's the point of, okay, if that woman is Harley, why? If it is Harley, will we hear her mention a certain clown? Or will she say something like, well, you know, I hate being here, I miss my pudding, or somebody like that, and we would all know who she's talking about. But I can also look at it from another standpoint of, you know, DC and CW and Warner Brothers, it's about this as well, you know, just, you know, we put her in there, yeah, that's just gonna get that cream, and also, you know, that'll spark the ratings, you know, yeah, you know, oh yeah, Harley was on the show, yeah, people are gonna tune in for that, because people know who she is, and I can understand that. But to me, I don't like it. As much as I'm in loving the show, I don't feel that it's needed. I don't think Harley's needed. Keep going with the more obscure characters that maybe not the average person knows, like Bronze Tiger and Deadshot and people like that. You know, Deathstroke is pretty much fairly known now, and Deathstroke is pretty much a Arrow villain. He's kind of, but he is kind of everywhere. But you know, they brought in the Clock King, which I was fine with. They could have did a little bit better job with him, but he was fine. But like I said, there are still some people that, you know, Arrow, they can really bring into the table. Like I said, Onomatopoeia, Brick, do Constantine Darkham over again. I don't mind seeing China White again, because it's Kelly Hu. I don't care. I love seeing her anywhere. And you know, you can bring Merlin back in, but certain characters are really, especially from the Batman family, I don't really think is needed, or that universe in particular. you know, but they've already said Ray Shavu, he's there, he's real, he's in this world. We saw his daughter, you know, it's, well, one of his daughters. But Harley, I'm kind of on the fence about, because I don't think she's needed. Even if, you know, they are putting her on the Suicide Squad, I feel that she should be replaced with Plastique, and not, and that's just the way I feel about it. But that's just my opinion on the subject. So what do you guys feel? How do you feel about that? Is Harley needed in Arrow or not? Do you feel that she is just there to spark ratings wise, or this, or just overall just because people get glued to that because they'll know who she is, you know? And that's just pretty much it. I'm not bashing the character, I'm not bashing the idea, but I just feel that it's not needed from a standard point of view. But I'd like to hear your comments and your opinions on the subject as well. Do you feel that it's needed? Or do you feel that I'm in the wrong? Or you feel, well, it's gonna happen, so just enjoy it. And if it does, I'll enjoy it. But, you know, as always, this is the Opinion Spot. I want to hear your comments and your opinions on the subject, guys. But as always, thank you for watching. This is M.V.K Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned to the rails. I'll see you guys next time on the Opinion Spot. You guys take care.